check whether advanced restart button is available or not. Okay, before that also go and remove the passwords so that it will be helpful to flash around without any problem. As you can see, I'll remove all the passwords and keep none. Sometimes it will be difficult, and also use the latest recovery and properly download and go into recovery. I'm going into booting into the recovery. I'm using Orange Fox recovery here. Or else you can use power button and volume up button to boot into recovery. Okay, first go into this delete option here and select its wipe actually, and select this advanced wipe and select Dalvik cache system vendor data and swipe here to wipe it. Okay, after that has been done, go to files here and select wherever you downloaded the files and flash the firmware always. I am using latest one, global 12.5.1.0. that will also flash quickly, and select the ROM here. I am flashing in this video Superior OS. As you can see, this is a Superior OS with latest January 15th build. You can see here guys, this is Superior OS 12 based on Android 12. Let's see once this has been flashed. As you can see guys, once the ROM has been flashed, it takes a little bit of time actually to flash the ROM, and after that go into this one fcrypt disabler or v3 zip file, flash here. That's all. Again go to reboot here into the system. Wait for first boot. If it takes more time also wait for it, unless until it boots for the first time. Wait for it, and after that you can use your smartphone, and I will set up everything. As you can see, this is the Superior OS logo. Hey, welcome back to my new video guys. This is Sampath. You're watching Sampath SamFX YouTube channel, and this is the Superior OS version 12 for Redmi Note Sampa. As you can see, this with Android 12 and with 5th January 2022 latest security patch, and still status is enforcing, and the kernel used here is 4.14.190 Excalibur plus kernel, and this is the latest build available January 15th for Redmi Note 7 Pro. As you can see, Violet and Superior OS 12 official ROM for Redmi Note 7 Pro, and I have been running the CPU throttling test for last 5 minutes. You can check out here. Maximum is 143 and average 140, and minimum is 124, and there is no CPU thermal throttling detected, which is good thing. Coming to like Geekbench scores here, let me show you here. Like the single score is 465 and multi score is 1388, and the kernel uses Linux 4.14.190 Excalibur plus kernel for Redmi Note 7 Pro. I mean Violet. The performance is good, but Geekbench scores are a little bit lower. And coming to DRM info here, you will get level 1 certification, such that you can watch all the HD, all the contents in HD resolution. And this is the home screen. You get home settings. These all the settings you get in the home settings, and if you press again here, you will get widgets and 12 styles. Go into clock and select here. As you can see, you can choose here. Some of the presets are available. You can even change later also by pressing it. And coming to wallpapers and style, here you get no wallpapers, as you can see, and dark themed icons. App grid you can change from here from 2 into 2 to 5 into 5. Those things are given. And coming to dialer here, let's see, you will get direct video call feature available. And in the sound settings, some of the like the notification sound is like Pikachu, it will say like that has been changed here. If you want, you can change it, but small thing I noticed, I want to explain it out, so explain. And coming to like safety net status, let me install that. I haven't installed it. This is how the speeds are also, as you can see it's quick enough. Let's open this and see the safety status. As you can see, it get passed by default. You can use all the payment applications and WhatsApp, everything will be going to working out fine in this ROM. And this is how the quick settings panel you get. As you can see, dark theme also looks like this, and this is a power button. There is advanced restart button also, you can directly go into recovery. And this is how the settings panel. It's definitely pitch black condition only, but there are no options to change here. And let me disable the dark theme. And if you're first time to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also allow the bell notification by pressing the bell icon. And if you like the video, give it a like, guys. Let's see here superior goodies. This is all the customization you get. In the first button, customization, you can use custom color, white luminance, chroma factor, you can adjust from here. You can even disable or enable them. Icon pack, you can change icon shape, headline, body font also you can change from here. In the customization, status bar settings, you get status bar items, you can enable or disable here. And 4G icon, VoLTE icon, small mobile type icon, you can enable or disable here. And battery styles are also given. As you can see, circle, dotted field and icon, text, hidden, those things are given here. Traffic indicators is enabled, is given. If you want, you can enable from here. Many people ask about that also. And coming to quick settings, vibration on touch, quick settings, pull down, require unlocking to use sensitive tiles, slow brightness slider, show brightness slider in QS panel, adaptive brightness button, show brightness slider on bottom. Those things are also given in this ROM. In the navigation bar, you get system navigation. In the gesture navigation, swipe to invoke to assistant is there. Amount of screen height used as touchable reason for back gesture, you can adjust here. Haptic feedback also you can enable. There are like advanced gestures options. Here you get extended swipe action, you can enable, and long swipe action timeout. These are new things I am saying. If you want, you can use those things to enhance the gestures experience in Android 12. There is a superior OS latest build for Redmi Note 7 Pro. And in the gestures, there is like system gestures, quickly open camera, one-handed mode, press and hold power button, prevent ringing, those are there. And 3-finger gesture is also, as you can see, working fine. And double tap to sleep and double tap to wake, both are given here. Brightness control. Into the lock screen settings, you get charging information, show media artwork, you can enable or disable from here. In the power menu, there is advanced restart button. As you can see, you can enable some of the settings here given. Flashlight, everything you can keep in the here power button. As you can see, you can add here if you want. And coming to notifications, you get toast tap icon, less boring, heads up notification, sound effective, heads up, vibration on connect, on call waiting, on disconnect, you can enable or disable from here. In the miscellaneous settings, and there is nothing as of now. As you can see, this is how the superior customizations. Let's see underneath what we have in the notifications. You get all the basic settings like bubbles, conversation, and sensitive notifications, those are given. In the battery life, let me show you. As you can see, this is how the battery life. There is no idle battery, and it's there very less. You can definitely use it as a daily driver for good battery life also, but performance is not that much great here. And into sound settings, as you can see, you get all the basic settings. Even you can enable or disable the touch vibration feedback from here. And me sound enhancer, the direct sound settings are also given. You can enable here. You can choose the headphone type and also preset. Those things are also included in this ROM. And here, like in the battery, I want to show like battery saver, extreme battery saver is also given. That's not a problem. Battery life is good, performance is not up to the mark, but it's definitely a good ROM. You can use it as a daily driver, not a gaming oriented ROM. I just played BGMI, it was not up to the level. I'll be showing the BGMI gameplay also. Stay tuned till the end of the video so that you will understand that. And in the brightness level, adaptive brightness, those are working good. In the display settings, lock screen is given. Screen timeout also you can adjust. Dark theme, as I said, there is no options like you can choose the preset of the dark theme, but you can enable based upon, you can schedule it out also. Font size, display size, and the width also you can adjust. And colors are also given here. RGB strength also you can adjust from here. And screen cover, double tap to wake is given. Ambient display also you can enable or disable from the display settings. And wallpapers and style, as I said, there are no pre-installed wallpapers here, but anyhow themed icons are given. this how, and accessibility menu is given here, which is good thing. As you can see, you can use like this. As you can see, you can lock the screen. This how the settings you get with this accessibility menu. Unlike this, you no need to press the volume button and everything like that. You can use this accessibility menu by pressing this. You can adjust the volume from here also, even the brightness also. If you don't have to stretch it, then you can use this accessibility menu. It's an handy feature available in Android 12. It's a little bit easier in Android 12. You can use it. This will help. And all the settings like system controls and vibration, haptic strength, you can adjust from here. Audio adjustment is also given. You can check out some of the accessibility menu settings are given. And coming to security, you just get a pixel imprint, I mean the fingerprint scanner. As you can see, it's fast enough. There is no face unlock or anything like that, but the fingerprint scanner is working fine in this ROM. And coming to privacy settings, you get all the Android 12 privacy settings has been added here, and location is also working fine, not a problem here. These are the settings and everything in the superior goodies also I explained. These are the ROM performance, and here you can select the text and take a screenshot from here also. You can edit it later also. And let's start the BGMI and see in the BGMI gameplay. As you can see guys, the graphic settings, let me show you the graphic settings. You will get smooth plus ultra and HD, and I will keep it smooth plus ultra only. There is no 60 fps option as and how we seen in the previous ROM. Performance is good and the UI is also smooth enough, and this is how the volume panel you get, and volume is also loud enough, I guess. This is how the volume panel you get. Performance is good considering I am playing smooth plus ultra. If you play with extreme settings, it would be a little bit better also. The volume is also loud enough. Okay, do comment down below guys, how is the performance in this ROM if you are already using this superior OS and the latest build with January 15th, such that other people will understand. And also if you found any bugs, those things also comment down below. Okay, I will come back. This is how the performance and everything in this ROM. And coming to like charging animation or anything like that, let's see. Okay, you'll get like this information here when you keep it on charging, as you can see. And regarding camera application, you get Google Go Camera as a pre-installed camera application. If you want, you can use any Gcam ports. Those are also going to be working fine in my opinion. Let's take some of these snaps here. Okay, as you can see, it's fine. You can take videos also from this Google Go Camera. If you want something more, then you can try Gcam ports, plenty are available. And that's all guys in this video. I hope I explained everything. This is all the recent menu. Let's see RAM management. It's not in memory. Okay, fine, everything is fine. This is the superior OS latest update for Redmi Note 7 Pro. And if you like the video, give it a like guys, and if you're still not subscribed, subscribe it. And thank you for watching guys. We'll meet you with another interesting video. Until that, keep smiling. Bye bye for now.